Alright, so I don't know if y'all have missed us or not, but I just thought I'd give you a little update. Boots and myself have got us a little gravy run, locals running scrap metal. And since we're going to be around, we have kind of got into some other things. Boots has got a green thumb, so she got this fantastic idea that she would germinate a bunch of plants, and so we built and designed and built a hydroponic system to grow. And Boots has got like 1,000 plants started in the house. And along the lines of being self-sufficient, I don't know if you guys have been grocery shopping lately, but eggs kind of went through the roof for a while. And so we had went to a stock auction the other week and grabbed up 4 flats of eggs, unwashed farm eggs. And so we got this brilliant idea that we would raise these. We were going to eat the eggs, but we thought about it, and so we decided to see if we could hatch some. So we did, and so now if you see Boots with a Brad gun, look out, because she might nail you up. But we have taken and repurposed this pool deck. This was a pool deck that never got used, with this above ground pool right here. And so we have repurposed it into, believe it or not, you can't tell yet, but this is a chicken house. So we just do a little design together and have at it with some lumber and some tin and stuff we already had. And so we've got us a chicken house. So anyhow, we kind of got looking at chickens, and we had a barnyard mutt mix of different chickens, and then we started looking at chickens to raise for meat. So we do have some meat chickens ordered from a hatchery. We waited really late in the season to start thinking about doing this. And so the availability of day-old chicks, which is an advantage because it takes 21 days to hatch. So if you can get day-old chicks, then you just save 21 days. So the only availability, the closest availability that I found was some meat chicken. So my phone keeps on cutting off. But anyhow, so the closest availability of chickens was in April, and it was a Cornish cross, which is a good fast growing. It grows in 12 weeks versus 22, but usually it's a meat chicken. They don't lay good, so usually with a meat chicken you go with roosters because they're bigger birds over the hens. But there was no availability of roosters, so I bought 26 hens that'll be here, the day-old chicks that'll be here April the 10th. And then I had gotten 2 dual-purpose birds, that's meat and egg laying, some Easter eggers, and some bar rock, but they won't be here till August. So Boots and myself got to talking about it, and there was another local person that had some interesting eggs. So we got a couple dozen from her, which are due to hatch this week sometime. And then Boots also got another 6 dozen eggs from this same person.
Go big or go home.
And then in the meantime, she got online the other night and found some interesting chickens that we can't get because they're out of stock. Just good dual purpose birds, or or birds that lay really pretty eggs.
Pretty eggs.
And so what she did was ordered them. We got 2 shipments in today that will go in the incubator along with as many as we can get. But so that's why we're building a big chicken house, and we're probably gonna have to build a couple more because the unique birds we want to keep to themselves so they can't crossbreed, because we want to keep the breeds pure. So this is the beginning chicken house. We got to make a run and some other stuff, but this is where we're starting at. And like I said, we're repurposing a pool deck, and so that's kind of what we got. The top of the coop here's got wire mesh in it for ventilation. These open holes are going to be the laying boxes, which will be on the outside of the coop. And we'll show you more. If y'all are interested in this type of content, let me know in the comments below. If not, let me know if you're not, because if this is going to hurt,
build another channel.
Yeah, if this is going to hurt the automotive content of the channel, then we'll just build a channel towards this homesteading type content, which we're really interested in, like I said, and I'll go give you a tour right quick about what we got going on. So the first incubator, or the first eggs that we incubated in a homemade incubator, which this is the second incubator that we built. The first one we built was really just like three boxes this size put together, which wasn't a good design because there was too much differentiation in the heat. So this incubator's got 2 dozen eggs that got a week left on them, and then the ones with the excess were left over from the first batch. And these are a week behind, and some of them are still hatching because of the differentiation in temperature. Here's some more from the first batch that haven't hatched yet, and we will rekindle these. And if you guys don't know, you can take a bright light, they call it candling. You take a bright light and you shine in the egg as like at 7 days and 14 or whatever, and you can see the development in the egg or find out if it's stopped developing. So we had started this first batch in a homemade incubator. Boots bought an incubator that lasted just long enough to finish that batch, that first batch out, and it conked out, so we sent it back. This box right here is the newest hatchees. Get your foot out the water, silly. He got his foot in the water. So that's the newest batch. It's kind of like an isolation ward here. Then there's 30 something birds in here. It doesn't look like it's that many, but there's 30 something birds in here. And all these that you're seeing here, we hatched. These are eggs that we incubated and hatched. And so this was the first. It was 4 trays of eggs. I think it was 119 eggs. 30 something of them never did anything, which they were old eggs. I mean, the guy said they were about 2 weeks old, which, you know, getting started, we didn't know that was too old, but we've had this. We had about a third success rate, which for eggs that old, I think was pretty good. Plus the fact that our incubator didn't stay at a consistent temperature. So that's what we got. This bunch of chicks, these few, so altogether it's 40 something on this batch, and then we're gonna start the next batch. These are some of the eggs that Boots bought off of eBay. These are black copper Morans, and this is like a barnyard mix. So, but these are better chickens than just the assortment of eggs that we got that we started with that's hatched out. And then we've got another 6 dozen eggs right here that they're all dark or colored eggs. And I think she's got them sorted accordingly. But anyhow, so we'll get these put on probably tonight. So it'll be 21 days for these are ready to hatch. And then here's all our plants. We got all kind of plants started. All kind of vegetables. And those are potatoes that Boots rooted from just potatoes. This stack right here is strawberries. Got a bunch of herbs. But here's our hydroponic system. And this was 4-inch PVC that we heated with a heat gun and formed these tubes. And if y'all are interested, let us know in the comments and we'll do a video on how we built the system. It works pretty good. Got in a hurry on this so the holes aren't formed right. It needs a little bit more work. And it's a little bit of splash going on here. So we have it in a plastic pool, just to kind of a homemade deal to keep the floor dry, because it's not leaking. It's hitting these plant cups and splashing out and getting the floor wet. So it needs just a little bit more work, which we'll probably work on this tonight. But we've been hitting it pretty hard with the chicken coop and working with the chickens and stuff, but just trying to get a little more self-sufficient. And since we're going to be around, because we got local runs, then we're trying to make this kind of stuff happen. So like I said again, I'll tell you one more time, if you're interested in this type of content, let us know in the comments. Or if you're not interested in this type of comment, let us know in the comments, and we'll change up. However, we keep this channel all automotive, and we can start a homesteading style channel or whatever. So y'all let us know what you're interested in, because you are the guys that we do this because we like it, but we do it for y'all. And if you're not interested in this kind of content, then we'll put on the kind of content that you are interested in. But haven't been to many car shows. But we have been driving the El Camino. As a matter of fact, we went to Lowe's the other day and picked up chicken house stuff. And as a little added bonus for you guys that hung around, we're going to do a cold start. And it's not real cold, but this truck hadn't been cranked in 2 days. So we'll see what happens. Somebody said that they hope that I put an oil gauge in here. Got an oil gauge. I run at 50 pounds. She's charging, and she's cold because she don't show nothing on the. Alright guys, let us know what you want to see and we'll see what we can do. Thanks.